behind our chair. Let's start with some neck circles. So we're going to take our left ear towards our left shoulder and then drop that chin down. Bring that ear over to the right shoulder. Let's do this back and forth. Good. Take it back to center. Let's shoulder roll. So pick up those shoulders towards your ears. We're going to squeeze the shoulder blades towards your spine and then drop those shoulders down. And now let's reverse that. So we're going to pick the shoulders up, pull them forward, and then drop them down. Here we go. Stand a little bit further back from your chair and let's just do some swings, some torso twists. Okay. All right, good job. Now here we go. Let's go ahead and use this seat, and we're going to do bent knees. I want you to round your back and then straighten out your back. So we're going to do some standing cat and cow using that seat back or seat chair. You can use the seat back or the chair seat. Okay, we're going to tuck and round, straighten out. Good morning, everyone. Good, just waking up our spine. Excellent. Go ahead, stand up. Let's use that seat chair back for some support. Let's go ahead and swing that leg forward and back. It doesn't matter which leg because you'll do both. All right, so nice tall spine. We're lifting that leg in front and then taking it behind. Good. Let's go to the other side. Swing. And let's go ahead, put that feet down. Let's do some hip circles. So pick the knee up, and we're going to rotate that knee up wide, warming up those hips. Good. Do the same thing. Okay, I'm going to move over to the other side of my chair so I can get my other leg without any obstructions. Nails in and up. Good. Again, behind your chair, let's take that right leg out to the side and then swing it across the body. So I'm just using my seat back for support with my balance. Good, and put that foot down. Let's go to the other side. My left leg is going to swing out and then across the body. And done. Good job. Let's work on a little bit of balance here since we're standing already. I want you to just take your left foot in front of your right foot and just hold. All right, the chair's there if you need it. All right, so we're just going to hold. So this may be enough of a challenge right here, but if you'd like, you can close your eyes, which makes it more challenging. Okay, nails in and up. But don't go back to sleep on me. You woke up for this. Oh, okay, open up your eyes. Let's change. Right foot in front of your left foot. Okay, find your balance. Okay, when you're ready, if you're going to join me, close your eyes. Okay, again, your seat chair is here. If you need to lightly tap it just to help with your balance. And open up your eyes. Nice work. All right, so let's go ahead, stay standing. Let's go ahead and pick up our right foot. All right, so putting our weight into our left foot, let's tap the right foot forward, side, back, and then pick the knee up. Okay, forward, side, back, pick the knee up, forward, navel sitting up. Good. Now do this without touching the ground. Draw a D. Fantastic. Keep going. And then rest. Let's do this on the other side. All right, so I'm going to just move over. Here we go. Navel's in it up. My body weight is into my right foot. Okay, I can have the chair here, but I don't have to touch it. We're going to take that left foot forward, side, back, up, forward, side, back, up. Let's do 2 more while tapping. Oop, move over just a little bit. Okay, last one. Pick it up. Now we're going to hover over the floor. Okay, so all of that balance is happening on the right leg. Navel's in and up. Seat back is there if you need to just gently tap it. Oh, good. Last one. And go ahead, put your feet on the ground. Let's go ahead and have a seat in your chair. All right. Don't need your weights just yet. We're still working on some dynamic stretching. All right, so let's go into that seated cat and cow that we did while standing. This time, hands are on your knees, and we're going to round our spine and sit up nice and tall. Good. Chin comes to your chest. Good. Let's wake up our core a little bit. Here we go. Let's pick up our left knee to our chest and then our right knee to our chest. So lift, alternate, pick the knee up. Good. Last couple. Fantastic. Hold on to that seat chair back if you have it. Lean back without touching the seat back. And we're going to pull the knees up towards your chest. Tap. So we're just activating our core, letting our core know we're about to do some work. Okay. Back tall. Make sure you're not rounding your spine. Fantastic. Good, last one, and have a seat nice and tall. All right, so I'm going to have my right hand up towards the ceiling. I'm going to reach my left hand down to the floor, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Reach, reach, okay? Long stretch in the arms. Feel your obliques and your side of your back starting to warm up. Blood is flowing in that direction. Keep going. Keep your back tall. Reach those fingertips to the ceiling and to the floor. Good. Couple more. And good. We're going to go heel or leg extension. You can't see my foot. I'm going to drop my heel down, my toe stays up, and I'm going to scoop my hands up, and then I'm going to squeeze my back. Okay, let's stay on the left leg. So here we go. Scoop, push your tailbone away from your heel. Okay, scoop the palms up, feel the hamstring stretch, arms come up, and then squeeze your shoulder blades to your spine, taking those elbows into your waist. Squeeze. Good. Round hamstring stretch, back stretch. Let's keep doing this. We're going to do one more on this leg, extended. Good. Last one. And now let's extend that right leg out in front of us. Let's scoop. And then cactus arms. Really squeeze your shoulder blades to your spine. Squeeze. Good. Two more. Good. Last one. All right, here we go. I want you to grab onto the seat chair bottom, and we're going to take the hand over the head and then other side. So almost like what we did just a few seconds ago. Okay, but now we're really reaching. Hold on to that seat bottom. Pull against it. Good. We're going to take those arms out. Here we go. Out. Okay, so really stretching the upper back. Keep holding onto that seat bottom. Good. Last one. Good. We're going to do some spine circle. So hands on your knees, and we're going to just circle at the hips. Okay, we're going to reverse the circle, so now go the other direction. And stop here. Imagine being on a rowboat, okay? We're gonna squeeze the shoulder blades together. We're gonna rock forward and back, okay? So we're just rowing, rowing, squeeze the shoulder blades to your spine. Okay, we're flexing at the hips. You're like, I didn't know we were joining a rowing class. Bermuda's only land rowing class. Keep going. Good, last one. Good. Keep those arms up here. Let's go ahead. Bend the elbows, and I want you to squeeze your chest. Pull the forearms together, and then open wide. Fantastic. Hopefully everyone is warmed up. All right, so let's start. We're going to grab our heavy weight. All right, so if you have only one pair of weights, you can grab both weights. If you have a heavy weight, go ahead. We're going to do a squat and stand up. So holding on to that weight like this. Okay, I'm just going to stand up and then sit back down without plopping. All right, so sit up and stand. All right, let's go up and down, up and down. Okay, knees and toes are forward. Make sure that the knees are tracking with the shins, the ankles, and the feet. All right, that we don't have our knees going one direction in. Okay, back is tall. Okay, and you're just gently sitting back into that seat. We're not plopping down. Good job. All right, let's take that heavy weight now. Let's place it into our left palm. We're going to pick up our right knee and place our right hand on that seat back. This is going to be our bench. All right, let's do a one arm row. Okay, you're going to keep your neck in line with your spine. Pick that elbow up towards the ceiling. Navels in and up. Squeeze. want you to pull that shoulder blade towards your spine as you lift that elbow up. Give me 8 more seconds. Good. All right, stand up. Let's move to the other side. If you're a counter, then go ahead, try to hit the same number. Okay, I work with time. So here we go. We're going to drop that weight right down and then let's pick it up. Here we go. Back is tall. Neck stays in line with your spine. Good. Make sure you're not locking out that leg that's standing. Okay, no hyperextension of the knee. Good. Give me 10 more seconds. Good job. All right, have a seat again. All right, let's go on to round 2. Here we go. We're going to hold on to that weight like this. Knees, shins, ankles, feet all track. Ready? Go ahead, stand up and then have a seat. Okay, control. Give me 15 more seconds. Good, down. All right, go ahead. Bring that weight into your left hand again. We're going to do the same routine. So right knee, right hand on that seat bottom. All right, we're going to do one arm rows with that left hand. Ready? Let's go. Left side, working. Give me 10 more seconds. And rest. All right, we're moving to the other side. Left knee and hand are going to stay on the chair. Back is nice and tall. Ready? Your right arm is ready to work, and let's pick it up. Go. Okay, right knee is not hyperextended. Keep it soft. Fantastic. All right, have a quick sip of water. All right, we're going to move on to the next set. All right, you're going to keep that heavy weight, but have your lighter weights close by for the next exercise. Again, we're going to be sitting and standing in the chair, but with wide legs this time. So hold your weights like this horizontally. All right, we're going to work on those adductor muscles. All right, so those inner thighs, and we're going to just drop the hips to the chair. So find where that spot is for you that works. You may not want to go down so far, so you may want to push your body back a bit. So your knees and toes are out. They work in the same direction. The weight's up here, navel's in and up. And we're gonna just drop those hips down. You're gonna just tap the seat without sitting in it. So no sitting in your seat. We're tapping. Here we go. Okay, so if you're not able to do this, you can give me a leg swing like this if you need to modify this. Okay, and make sure that you're not leaning forward. I want you to sit nice and tall over those hips. Okay. Okay, we want to feel this in our inner thighs right here. So if you ever notice anyone walking with duck feet, it's because their adductors are weak. So we want to improve our adductor strength. Good. Give me 5 more seconds. Good, down. All right, go ahead, put that heavy weight down. Let's pick up our lighter weights. Okay, sitting at the edge of your seat or palms forward, we're gonna just pick those weights up. Ready? Let's go. Up, up. So back tall. If you find yourself rounding, you can sit all the way back on your seat back to keep that back nice and tall. Good. Working at the chest. Make sure you're not throwing up your arms to make movement. If you need to separate the movement, it looks like this. Give me 5 more seconds. Fantastic. All right. Hinging forward. We're going to add a third into this. Okay. So hinging forward, we're going to extend the arms. So I'll show you from the side with one arm. Okay. Hinging forward, back is flat. My elbows stay lifted. And we're going to just swing. Swing is the wrong word. We're going to extend the arms back. Okay. Here we go. Neck stays in line with your spine. Triceps. Good. Chest pointing to the floor. You have 15 more seconds. Your back is flat. You're almost there. Give me 15. Sorry, 15's over. All right. Good job. Grab your heavy weight. Okay. You don't have a heavy weight. That's fine. You can just. So we're separating our legs. Weights up here. Here we go. Up and then down. So we're not having a seat. We're tapping. Tap. Tap. Knees and toes out. Inner thighs. Again, modification is you're going to do this on one side. And then if you switch. Okay, so that's modification. If you're not doing the sumo squats. Sorry, plie squats, not sumo squats. Keep going. Inner thighs. Navels in and up. Down. Good job. Here we go. Put that heavy weight down. Pick up your lighter weights. Okay. Have a seat. Nice tall spine, palms facing up. Let's do our chest work. Here we go. Remember, we're not swinging. Control. And remember, you have the option if you find that your form is starting to go, you can alternate. Good. Tap the corners of your dumbbells together. Good. Back is tall. No swaying and no rounding. One more. Fantastic. All right, we're hinging forward at our hips. Those elbows stay up nice and high. And we're going to extend the arms back like you're skiing down a mountain. Okay, remember? Extend. Ready? Let's go. 45 seconds. Good. Squeeze those triceps up the top. Good. 15 more seconds. Keep the back tall. Nice work. All right, go ahead. Put the weights down. Actually, keep one light weight. One light weight. All right. So grab some water if you need it. We're going to go into some core work. All right, I'm going to start with my weight behind my head, my elbows. I'm going to show you from the side. All right, so I'm just going to pull my knee up and I'm doing a crunch. All right, so here we go. We're going to alternate, navel's in and up, and let's pull. There's a machine at the gym that does this. We're mimicking that machine. I don't know if you've been to the gym and has seen this machine. All right, so back tall, and then you're curving your back, crunching your muscles in your stomach as you pull the elbows down. So that weight's just doing like a little halo over your head. Pull, pull. Ooh, good job. Put the weight down. All right, so I want you to lean back, hold on to your seat back. We're going to just do what we did in the warm up, which is pull the knees in, tap the toes. Okay, if you need to use that seat back, I'm kind of pressing in with my arms to kind of help support my lower back. All right, navel's in and up. Okay, pull the knees in. Now, modification, one knee at a time. Okay, but keep your back spine tall. Let me show you from the side. Okay. So there's no rounding in my back. Okay, if you need to pick up 1 foot at a time, that's fine. Navel's in and up. Last one. Whew, good job. All right, here we go. Wide legs. I'm going to have you reach the hand to the foot with the other one, and then you're going to go to the other side. Okay, so these are windmills. Okay, so go ahead. Let's start. Reach, reach. Keep going. Long arms. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and come up. Nice work. Grab your heavier weight. Oh, no, sorry. I said your lightweight. Don't grab your heavy weight. All right, so let's do that first exercise. Elbows bent, weight behind the head. We're going to pull up one knee at a time and crunch. Let's go. Crunch. Good. Really straighten up the back and then curve the spine as you crunch. 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. The weight down. All right, we're going to go into those crunches. So you're leaning back into your seat. Okay, we're going to extend, navel's in and up, back is tall, and we're going to pull the knees in, tap the toes. Here's your modification. Okay, really engage your core. Navel's in and up, back is tall. Lumbar spine is not rounded. You can alternate between the two. Okay, just make sure you're leaning back. We have 15 more seconds. And done. Whew. All right, spread out those legs. Okay, we're going to do those windmills for your obliques. That is where you're going to reach one hand down to the floor while the other hand reaches to the ceiling, and then switch. You're going to keep your back tall. All right, so I want you to feel this in your obliques. If you start rounding your back, you're not going to feel it as much. Here we go. 30 more seconds. Okay, I want to keep my chest lifted. Okay, if your shirt is looking down, then we're not getting those obliques anymore. Okay, so chest lifted, 15 more seconds. And done. Woo, good job. Grab some water. All right. Long static stretch. That's what we're going to work on next. So you can move those weights out of the way. Let's start in the seat since we're there. All right, so here we are. Let's go into a figure 4 stretch. All right, so we've got about 10 minutes of deep stretching. Let's go ahead, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Back is nice and tall. I want you to push that right knee down, okay? And we're going to hinge forward at our hips, all right? So depending on how tight you are in those hips, you may not come down very far, but you're still feeling that stretch, okay? We're just gonna hold. Okay, deep breath in, deep breath out. Now on these static stretches, every time you exhale, your deep exhale, try to come a little further forward. Deepen that stretch. Okay, we've got about 20 seconds. Breathe. Pushing your tailbone away. And then come up. Here we go. Let's change the leg that we have crossed us. Now my left ankle crosses my right thigh. I'm going to push down on my left knee. Okay, and then back tall, hinge forward. Okay, deep inhales, and then every deep exhale, just try to come just a millimeter, just the tiniest bit forward. Just until that stretch feels like it's enough. Good. Keep it up. Nice tall spine. Keep pushing your tailbone away from your crown of your head. And go ahead. Let's come up. Let's extend our right foot out in front of us. Again, we're hinging from the hips, and I'm going to reach for my toes and pull up. If I can reach my toes, I'm pulling up. All right, if you can't reach your toes, that's fine. I want you to keep pushing that tailbone away from your heel. Back is straight. We're just holding. Working the hamstrings and the back of your legs, so up through your calf, your hamstrings. Go ahead, come back up. Okay, let's do this on the left leg. So extend your left leg, your heel digs in, your toes are up, and we're going to hinge forward from our hips. Grabbing onto your toes, lifting those toes towards your shin if you're able to. Keep pushing that tailbone away from your heel. Good. And have a seat. Come up. Cross your legs. I want you to cross your left leg over your right. Grab your left knee with your right hand, and we're going to hold on to that seat back, and we're going to just twist at the spine. Keep turning every exhale. Keep pushing that hand into that knee and pulling it. Okay, let's go ahead and come back to center. Cross the right leg over the left. My left hand grabs that right knee and pulls. And I'm going to now twist over to my right. Okay, holding on to that seat back. Every exhale, try to come a little further in that twist. Okay, give me 15 more seconds. Keep pushing that hand into the knee, pushing, rotating. It's going to help you rotate. Good. Go ahead, have a seat. We're going to take the hand, the left hand, and grab that seat bottom. My right hand reaches up, and I'm going to reach over while pulling up on that seat bottom. Feel that stretch go all the way down your sides. And now let's go ahead to the other side. Here we go. Right hand holds the seat bottom. My left hand reaches up, and I'm going to hinge over. Keep pulling on that seat bottom. And come up. All right. Let's go ahead. We're going to take the hands behind your ears, and I'm going to have you rotate to the left, and I'm going to have you dip your left shoulder down while your my right elbow comes up. Okay, feeling that stretch right down in the front of that side. Come back. Come back to center. Let's rotate the chest to the other side. Drop that right shoulder, lift up that left elbow, and then lift. Keep that stretch happening. Back is tall. And then come back to center. Great. I want you to take your hands, the back of your hands, and I want you to place them on the opposite thighs or knees. And I'm going to have you start walking those legs wider. Okay, we're going to do some scapular protraction. So separating the shoulder blades from your spine. Okay, you can also grab, if you want a deeper stretch, you can grab the thighs with your palms and keep pulling away. And keep that tension pulling. Nice work. Go ahead. Come up. Here we go. Stand up. All right. I'm going to place my hands on my seat chair. Okay, and I'm gonna walk my feet back. I'm gonna bend my right knee while I press my left heel to the ground or vice versa. Okay, and then switch. So we're gonna just press the heel to the ground while the other heel lifts up. Okay, so we're going to do these calf stretches. Good. Drop both heels to the ground. And I want you to push your tailbone back, still holding onto the chair. Okay, your head, your ears are going to fall right between your biceps. Feel your hamstrings stretching to the side to be back stretched. Good. Now what I want you to do is pick up your, Logan, I'm teaching a class. Oh my goodness. Right foot up. My son's trying to call me from downstairs. Go ahead, pick up your right knee on the foot on the chair, and then you're going to keep that left foot on the ground. We're just going to hinge forward. Okay, so this is going to work not only your calves, but you can feel your hip flexor on the standing leg, hip extensor on the bent leg. And then we're going to switch. Here we go. Other foot up on the seat. Okay, hinge forward. And then bring that foot down. Let's go ahead. Use your seat back for support. We're going to do a quadricep stretch. So I'm going to grab my right foot into my right hand. Now, let me give you a modification. If you're unable to pick your foot up, you can go into that lunge stance, tuck the tailbone under, and drop that knee. That is an alternative to grabbing that foot. Let's do this on the other side. And grab onto that foot. Tuck the tailbone under. And again, if you're doing a lunge, make sure you're tucking your tailbone under and then bending. All right, good. Bring that foot down. Let's go ahead. You don't need to be behind your chair. So let's go ahead. Take your right ear to your right shoulder. Press the left heel of your hand down. Okay, feeling that stretch on the side of your neck. While we keep that right ear over our right shoulder, I want you to take the chin down. So you feel the back left side of your neck. Ear back over your shoulder, and then now just gently lift that chin upward. Not too much, just enough to feel the stretch in the front of that side. And then let's take it center. Same thing. Let's go left ear to your left shoulder, right heel of your hand presses down. I'm going to take my chin down towards my chest now while my ear is hovering over my shoulder. Back over the shoulder and then slightly lift. And then back to center. Let shoulders roll back. Shoulders roll forward. Okay, inhale up. Deep inhale, exhale. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale. Last one. Inhale up. And then curtsy bow.